Hi! Today in your art studio, we're going to read a really fun art book. It's called The Color Monster, a pop-up book of feelings, and it's written by Anna Lenas. This book is full of pop-up surprises. And when we're finished reading, I'll show you how to make a simple pop-up card of your own. Have fun! The Color Monster, a pop-up book of feelings by Anna Lenas. This is my friend, the Color Monster. Today he's feeling all mixed up, but he doesn't understand why. Look at you, monster! You're a mess! You've jumbled up all of your emotions and all of your colors, too. I know. You can separate your feelings and put each one in its own jar. If you'd like, I can help you. This is happiness. It shines yellow like the sun and twinkles like the stars. When you're happy, you laugh, jump, dance, and play. You want to share that feeling with everyone. This is sadness. It's gentle and blue like a rainy day. When you're sad, you might want to cry or be alone. This is anger. It blazes bright red. When you're angry, you want to stomp and roar and shout. It's not fair! This is fear. It hides in the black shadows. When you're afraid, you feel tiny and helpless. Fear makes it hard to be brave. This is calm. It is as light as a green leaf floating in the wind. When you're calm, you breathe slowly and deeply. You feel at peace. All your feelings are in their places now. See? They're easier to understand when they're not all mixed together. Sadness, anger, fear, calm, happiness. But wait, there's one feeling left over. What could it be? Well, children, what do you think it could be? They don't give us the answer, but I think it's pretty clear. I'll leave it up to you, and I will show you when we do our craft. One of the things I love so much about this particular story is that if you look really closely at the illustrations, you can see that the artist photographed work that was actually made out of other things. Here you can see a piece of cardboard cut into a spiral. This is also cardboard with holes poked into it, probably with a pencil. We can see pieces with text, like newspaper or book pages. Here there are little ropes, strings that represent the rain. And in the clouds themselves, we can see that originally this was done on cardboard. You can see the corrugated texture showing through. We can see text colored over on newspaper or magazine pages. And down in the bottom right, we can see little origami boats folded that are floating on the cardboard painted ocean. It's very lovely. If that sort of thing interests you, I would encourage you to go back and watch again to pay close attention to those small details within the book. The book itself is quite a work of art. For our craft today, we are going to make a pop-up spiral like this page in the Color Monster book. You need one piece of paper to fold in half, any size. Mine is 9 by 12 inches. And then you fold it in half. You should have some shapes cut out. I'm using hearts because my card's going to be about this last mystery emotion. Remember, it said, there's one feeling left over. What could it be? Your pop-up card can be about whatever you'd like. You need some liquid glue, or a glue stick will work fine too. Some scissors, a pen or a pencil to write with, and you need another piece of paper, half size. Basically, I just folded mine in half to make sure that one side was going to be half size for me. That's where I'm going to draw and then cut my spiral. This will be our paper for the final card in the end. So in order for our pop-up spiral to go across from one side to the other, it has to fit only on one side in the beginning. I have my second paper, and I will draw a circle on one side with a spiral, then I will cut it out to color. You can save the other half of your paper for something else. Set that aside. And then to cut the spiral out, I made the end rounded so that it would be a large enough space to fit some glue. If you want to add more detail to yours, you could color your spiral shape in, color it in before you cut it out, and you can even do both sides. Next, you want to make sure your spiral fits, and it does. If you wanted to color your background first, you could go right ahead. The next step is to glue the spiral onto the card. Here's a pro tip. If you glue the center here, but you have your end close to the fold, when you open it up, it'll only be here and it won't be very exciting. So we want to have this end on the other side, meaning give it a twist. It could be here, or here, or in the middle, or even a little bit toward the bottom. You just don't want this part right next to the fold because it won't be very interesting when we open it up. Step 1, we're going to glue this center piece to this side of the card. So to do that, we need to flip it over, put a tiny bit of glue, that seems like a lot. I'm going to take some off. There we go. Then flip it back over, push that down so it'll stay where we want it. Then this part of the spiral is going to get glued to this paper. So you take a little bit of glue, put it on that end, and then close your card and smush. Smush. Smush right where you know that glue is. Give it a count to about 30 seconds to dry enough to hold still. Then we can open our card up. Ooh, and see how our spiral works. Yay, we made a pop-up spiral. And then you can decorate your spiral and your card, the front, the inside, and the back, any way you want. Have a good time with this. Here's our finished card. The last emotion was love. I hope you make a good project. Have fun. And remember, yours doesn't have to look like mine. You can make it any way you want. See you next time.